Okay, everyone. Whoops. Take a seat. We're going to start in 30 seconds. For those who know me, I'm the CTO, Chief Time Officer, you know. Who was here last year? Raise your hands. Yeah. Who was there in Berlin? Yes. Yes, there we go. Even 2 years ago? Anyone? You are Largo fans, right? That's great. Okay, so you know the session. So who was never there and have no clue what's expecting? Okay, fasten your seatbelt double, okay? Because we have here AI on steroids, and it's going to be like, whoa. So my job is to keep you interested after 19 pitches. Okay, I'm going to do my best. Okay, so for those of you who are here for the first time, let me introduce you to the session very briefly. Again, Largo.ai is teaming with Can Next because we're on top of innovation here. We're going to host these producers pitching their projects powered by Forecast. It's not that slide, but you know it. So it's like a Shark Tank session. It's going to be global producers with projects in development, and they're going to present it face to face with the forecast of the Largo.ai brains. I don't want to say machine because I think it's a brain, basically. Because this production intelligence platform, if we can say so, is helping us to understand the film potential, the audiences, the strong, but also the weak point of a film. So it's very interesting. For those of you who were here 2 years ago, I think we did the machine versus the humans, right? That was really like super interesting. But we don't have the humans anymore. We keep the machine. So because Largo.ai is really empowering traditional content creation workflows and help producers, the distributors, the studios to make informed decisions, and this is what it is all about. So I will be your guide today, and we're going to have these pitches together. It will be 3 minutes per pitch, so it's really like fast pace. I will introduce the speaker. Speakers, where are you? Raise your hands. Very good in the first row. Best seats. Okay, that's right. So it will be 3 minutes, everybody, and believe me, I'm super sharp. So I will be there, and I will tell you. Of course, I encourage everybody in the audience to have a look, of course, of Largo.ai, how it works, and etc. But we will have the CEO of Largo to come in a minute. But just to say something, stay until the end, because at the end, we will have the networking cocktail with the AI. So this is going to be nice. Okay, so but who is the brain behind the brain? And that's Sami Arpa, and he's the CEO, the co-founder of Largo.ai. Of course, he has a PhD in the field of computational aesthetics from a computer science department, obviously, but he's also a creative person. He has a creative background in the film industry as a movie director, as a producer. I think he's also a film festival director, if I remember well, right? In Oosh, right? Is it? Yeah, anyway, Sami, please come on stage. Thank you very much.
Do we have a clicker?
Oh, the clicker. No, I don't have the clicker.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Yeah, great. So, hello everybody. Welcome to our producer pitching their projects powered by AI Insights event that is becoming our signature event. That's the 3rd times in a row we are doing this at Marché de Film. And I would like to start with a thank to Marché de Film for this collaboration. And this year specifically, we are also doing this in a collaboration with Swiss Films. Thank you. We would like to thank Swiss Films as well. As you know, Switzerland is country of honor. Over here, you can see some chocolates over here from Switzerland. You can help yourself after the event. And we are a Swiss company, so that's why we are collaborating with Swiss Films. And today I will give you a bit insights about how our tools are working and short info for the forecast that you will see during the presentation pitch of the 19 producers. So these producers are people who are using our tools already for a while. And normally the way it works, they put their screenplay into the system, and system makes the forecast about the content, character casting, expected audience, and financial results with certain assumptions. Before going to that in a more detail, I would like to announce our new tool that we are releasing as of today together with this year's Confin Festival. So we are launching this simulated focus groups tool, which we believe it will be a game changer to bring audience testing to another level. I think you are all familiar with focus group tests. You bring a panel of the people to test the audience reaction of a film. Studios are doing this very frequently. Independent producers are doing rarely because it's very costly and it takes time. So what we do here, we are simulating the real people, and we make AI basically to behave like these people. So once you do that, you don't need these people physically, and you can get their reaction to the films automatically. And you can get interesting results in two main categories. Firstly, the quantitative results. So we are having already a bunch of quantitative results. But what is more interesting, we can get also qualitative results. So you can ask to these digital personas specific questions, and you can get these qualitative results about what the audience might like about the film, what they might dislike, as early as script stage. And you can see really the potential problems you might be facing with the audience really early enough. And that is being like 10 times faster, 10 times cheaper than regular focus groups. You can get the results in 2 hours. Let's say you want to make a test for the response of female audience in Colombia. You can select just the country and you put your script and you will get all these results rapidly. That has been in the market for our brand suites for advertisement sector. And as I mentioned, for film industry, we are releasing this as of today. And to learn more, you can contact our team members to get a demo on that. Okay, so, and quickly what you will see today on the screen while producers are pitching their projects. So that will be a typical screen for all producers, and it includes a summary of the results from our tool. So at the top, we see these genre results. It shows how different genres are evolving from start till the end of the movie. So it gives you an idea about the dominant genres and the rhythm of the film. At the bottom, you see character relationships. So this shows overall character dynamics. The size of circles indicates the importance of the characters. The thickness of edges over there shows the level of interaction between the characters. Then you will see also the lead cast evaluation, that is AI match rate, that indicates the confidence of AI for these actors match with the character. And the way it works, AI evaluates the previous content of these actors as well. It sees how much it is matching with the character. A low score doesn't mean it's bad. A low score just shows the risks. That means you try something new, and it might work as well. And finally, on the right side, that you have these different scores about the content. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, the first one is genre flux score. So this is a score that shows variations over the genres. It's a positioning score. Being high or low, it doesn't indicate it's good or bad. Just there is a typical score for the type of the film. So you typically, in our tools, you compare that score with similar films. Here you will see the average of similar films for that score. Next one, please. And then we have emotion analysis. This is expected emotional response of the audience. Again, you'll see their emotional journey, the audience emotional journey from start till the end. For positive and negative emotions, blue ones are indicating positive emotions. The orange colors are indicating negative emotions. And we have also two scores over here to help to position in terms of the emotions for the content. First one is positive emotions. You'll see a score for that. So lower, as the score is lower here, that you can get you can think that there is a dominance of negative emotions. It's a score between -10 and 10. And finally, we have emotional intensity score. So that shows the dominance of negative or positive emotion versus neutral emotion. So if it is neutral, if there is no any emotional response for a big part of the film, that scores will be lower. And yeah, one more thing, we have also these demographics predictions. Normally we predict the expected audience demographics for the content. And here it will indicate the demographics with the highest score in terms of gender and age groups. You'll see like a quick summary of that as well. Okay, just last part from my side. You will have also these cards for Largo.ai Connect on your seats. If you don't have, you can get from our team at the end of session. Basically, by scanning this QR code and entering the code you have on these cards, you can access to more details about these films. You can see the financial results for the films as well. Just wanting to add for financial results that you will have also assumptions. Please check the films together with assumptions, like what is assumed P&A budget, the budget, cast, and then the system is making a forecast according to that. So without having these assumptions, actually the forecasts are becoming invalid. So it's very important to look at that forecast together with that. So I think that will be all from my side, and we can continue with the page. Looking forward to that.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, you can leave it here, it's fine. Okay. So I prepped my timer. First of all, the first one, are you ready? You know the rules, 3 minutes, sharp, etc. Then I come, when you see me standing up, it means like it's getting really tight and you really need to stop soon. So I will probably get up like a couple of seconds before that you know it's the end, right? So, Kim Dang from Green Whitings, USA and Switzerland. I think that's a great start. We have Switzerland is a country of focus here this year. Producer of I Am Here, which is also an excellent title. You will see the titles are great. I love the titles. Interesting because former member of a selection committee, which is already a really good thing at the Short Film Festival in Winter Tour, former assistant professor in applied mathematics at Yale, hello, based in New York City, has worked in the film industry for 10 years, has worked with Errol Morris, Jim Jarmusch, Derek Cianfrance, Ryan Johnson, and now would like to present this movie as part of the producers team together with Sophie Charles from Shining. So, Kim Dang, please come on stage. Where are you? There you go. Is the microphone on? Yes, there you are.
Thank you for this lovely introduction. I love Cannes. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Largo, for inviting me. I'm here with my much more famous counterparts, I guess, with US producer Billy Porter, Peppermint, DJ Guggenheim, Swiss producer Sophie Todd, and action star Mike Coulter, who some of you might know him from Marvel's Luke Cage. So I'm Here is an action, adventure, drama, telling the story of a father who tries to reconnect with his daughter after her mother passes away. And things are not going quite well. The last wish, to honor the last wish of the mother, they're both going on a difficult hike in the Swiss Alps where the differences are brutally exposed. I mean, to be fair, the father tries to make things right, but how can you make things right when expectations are not met, right? He wasn't there for his daughter for so many years, and she grew up to an independent, mature, now grieving teenager, and to top that off, they're battling the issue that she used to be his son. Now, I leave you with that storyline cliffhanger here, but I would like to point out that there's a really nice opportunity to jump on this venture with me and my team. First, and here's why you might want to consider that. One, I mean, the obvious reason strategy. I mean, we're mitigating risks to maximize return based on great script, great producing team, fantastic lead. And also, this is a rare US-European co-production where we mainly film in Switzerland and partly also in Austria, where we can benefit from the amazing tax rebates. But second, I would like to point out the socio-cultural context here too, because listen, to be honest, everyone in this room has some sort of opinion about transgender, right? Transgender youth, me included. I'm not blaming you. However, more than 80% of the population say that they've never personally dealt with a transgender. So at this point, more people have dealt with a ghost. So, right. So here I am with a movie that is entertaining, commercially attractive, but also deals with a very hot political topic on a very emotional level of family. Like, we have two people who have totally different worldviews, and we're showing them without judging, without taking sides, without being political, just what does that mean for family to love and accept without borders? So I'd like to open the door for you to jump on this project with me and my team. We see huge potential, and I'd love to talk more later at the reception. Thank you so much for listening.
Wow.
How much?
7 seconds before. This is fantastic. No, hold on. Don't leave the stage. I want you just... one question I wanted to ask you. What is this? Positive emotion 0.
Well, we dip, right? We dip because it's a heavy topic. Or like they're fighting a lot, but then it's going funny, and then, you know, it goes up, and it takes off. Funny and takes off. Okay. And then two sides, right? It should end neutral like Switzerland.
Okay. And that's a great emotional intensity. Thank you so much, Kim. I mean, I have to say, being myself, full disclosure, a non-binary person, I'm very interested in the subject, so I'm like, yeah, let's give this intensity. Okay, good, thank you. Next, an independent film producer, DGA assistant director, PGA Create Program Fellow, worked on prestige projects for Apple TV+, Amazon, Netflix, and the likes. Credits as producer include Unidentified Objects, The Lonely Detective, and the upcoming feature Seagrass and We Are Born Dead. And that's Chad Shields for the film USA, Coco and Nut. I told you the titles are great, right? Where are you? Yes. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. That's right. I'm Chad Shields. I'm the managing producer for Hamilton Moving Pictures. Our mission is to tell stories that are interesting and impactful from underrepresented voices. Today, I welcome you to the world of Coco and Nut. It's a Bollywood-esque romantic musical that promises to give audiences unforgettable cultural event. Set against the backdrop of Chicago's lively South Asian community, our film tells the story of Nimrata, affectionately known as Nut, a strong and successful woman who's fighting to save her marriage and receives unexpected support from her college sweetheart, Ashfaq, aka Coco. This film asks the question, how do I know if my partner is the one? And personally, this story touches my heart as I look for my soulmate and what is the definition of marriage today. That same question was asked by the director, by our friends, by my younger siblings, and it's quite touching. You could think of this film as a little bit of La La Land meets Past Lives. And it promises a cinematic experience filled with joy, music, and maybe a lot of dance. As AC mentioned, we've assembled a team that has expertise from Bollywood to Hollywood. Our director, Rasan Nord's previous venture, Bengali Beauty, grossed $22 million on a smaller budget. And our main star, Pratnam Ball, has captivated international audiences and has a social media following in the millions. Myself, as mentioned, I've worked on some of the biggest shows in Hollywood and produced features that have been at festivals and theaters around the world. We've raised just over $1.2 million. We're looking for 1.75, and we secured a 30% tax credit from the state of Illinois. We're poised to begin production in September, just during the beautiful fall colors in Chicago. We're looking for up to about $500,000 to increase production value, as well as connections with international theatrical distributors. Data from Largo has shown that this film has exceptional potential with metrics that meet or exceed Bengali Beauty. So I ask for you to join us in making Coco and Nut not just a film, but a celebration of culture, love, and music that lights up the night. Thank you.
Wow. Man, you know how to pitch. Great sales pitch. I mean, I would buy this immediately. Who is buying it? Yeah, see? Great pitch. Thank you for completing my own presentation to you, actually. That was great. Okay, let's move on. Next one. That's going to be really interesting because it's a national award-winning screenwriter turned director here in the heart of the Provence, PACA region, as we say here in France. Her scripts have won already multiple awards, and not little ones. Academy of Motion Picture, Austin Film Festival, Sundance, and even others. I have no time. You have to complete the pitch, right? And she's here to present her really feature debut. Her production company, Floating in Provence, together with NE Things in LA, are bringing really all their competencies in storytelling, but also in post-production, to the project. So now we want to hear from Sarit Zadok, Floating in Provence. Pourquoi maman, pourquoi papa? You tell me. There you go.
Okay, thank you very much. So yes, in Pourquoi maman, pourquoi papa, the character of Matthew wanted nothing else than to conquer the beautiful Elena from her home in New York. She was for his eyes only. Matthew is possessive and manipulative. But Elena, in her turn, her ultimate power was to make Matthew wilt, slowly, systematically, over time. He wasn't even aware. He thought that she loved him when she was actually breaking him. It is said that a woman can spend her entire lifetime looking for a suitable partner to torment. Is this a harsh vision or just a very well-kept secret? Then we have their children, Michael and Lucy, caught in a custody battle between their mother and their father. Their mother, Elena, is unstable and trusts no one. As such, her sole companion is an AI friend she created called Sita. She tells her, "Now you see me for who I really am." You see, for Elena, it is safer to trust a machine. This film is about modern marriage, why we hurt the people we love, and the children who experience fractured lives. They live in discontinuous episodes. Pourquoi maman, pourquoi papa asks, who are these broken people we trusted as children to raise us? Michael, the teenage son, wise beyond his years, seeks to liberate himself from this mad world of adults. As such, they run away. Where to? Right here to Cannes for an uplifting and stunning third act. As you can see, this huge mountain here at the end. The film is set in Provence, where I live. It is my directorial debut. In a Romanesque way, we experience beautiful locations, fleeting conversations, using natural lighting, little to no set production, and local non-actors where possible. This is my love letter to classic French cinema and neo-realism. Hence, this film is a hybrid bridging AI with classic cinema. So, we shot 2 sequences as a proof of concept to show you how I do all this natural lighting and non-actors and stage production. I invite you to view that afterwards if you like. I can send you a link. And we have a great team in place, notably with my partner in crime, Aurélien Paille, the DP. You know, DP and director needs to be very, very close. His films competed here in Cannes, Clermont-Ferrand, and others. And we are looking for production partners and investors. The Largo financials for this look incredible. Streaming
3,
with
2,
limited release and very high emotional.
Thank you very much. A very high emotional score. I finish your sentence. It's okay. You know I'm coming from Clermont-Ferrand, right? No, you know it. Yeah. Okay. No, very good. Very interesting. I mean, a very nice pitch. Okay, I'm a neutral person. I mean, all the pitches are great, and you can see the profile of the people pitching here. That's quite something. And the next ones too. Because the next one is also, I mean, it's getting boring, an award-winning commercial and narrative producer based in New York City. 20 years, her vision has been really to create a sustainable and agile award-winning company, and she's doing it. She's the 2024 winner of the International Women's Entrepreneurship Award. right? And she has been already producing 3 theatrically distributed features. Isaac Elliot's Dream Big, with Sony Entertainment, In the Morning, Kiss of Chaos, and multiple award-winning short films also. So I think that's also an excellent profile we have on stage. Where are you? Please. Erin, there you go. Oh, that's the backstage now here. Okay, got it.
I decided I'd block the audience a little bit to make it easier to get there.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the introduction. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Erin, and I am here today with my producing partner and the writer-director, Jeff Brown, to talk to you about our our feature film, Wide Eyes, based on a short film, which we've already produced, which we'll get to later. So inspired by cult classics like Scream and Happy Death Day, Wide Eyes is a genre-bending horror film where we start with our lead character, Alice, as she returns home after a long time to attend a funeral of high school friends who had been viciously and mysteriously murdered. What starts as a somber reunion quickly spirals out of control into a nightmarish ordeal as she and her friends are hunted by a malevolent demon who has been summoned through sinister means. And you're not going to know why until we make the film. So this is all set against a picturesque background of Santa Cruz, California, so that we can blend breathtaking, beautiful scenery with mind-bending horror. As an EP of a commercial production company for 20 years, having produced a handful of award-winning films, there are definitely certain things that I look for in any project to make sure that they're meeting a criteria that's worth the time, that has quality in the creative, producibility, we need to be on time and budget, and then strong potential for a return on investment. And I've found that Wide Eyes meets these criteria, part of which Jeff and I discovered in the short film production that we created in 2022, which went on to 50 festivals, 27 awards, 14 for Best Horror. It is through our partnership with Largo.ai that we were able to refine our financial plan and our strategy for our $2.9 million budget. Currently, the projections are fantastic and favorable, ranging from a low 16 million up to 64 million. There is a fantastic recipe in this kind of genre and how we got to those numbers, which we'd be happy to talk to you about later if you're interested. We also have our legal and casting teams in place. We're talking with sales and packaging agents, and we are seeking either strong co-production partnership and equity investment. We invite you to ask us questions and to see the short film and meet our terrifying demon for a brief period of time. And yeah, look forward to speaking with as many of you as possible at the later event.
Wonderful. Terrifying.
Hopefully terrifying.
Yeah, you said hopefully terrifying. I think it's right. I mean, when I see the positive emotion by -8, I know it's terrifying. That's for sure. It can only be a good one, and that's great for a genre film. Even if it is a genre blending, I think it's great. The genre blending thing is something which is really in trend. People don't want to be in silos anymore, right? So that's interesting to flirt with the borders. That's really nice. Anyway, we have something very straightforward coming up. Something also great. Award-winning screenwriter, producer, director, bringing now a feature film, a personal feature film because it's based on our family's history and life in Poland during World War II. And of course, this kind of project is always super emotional, so I'm expecting a high emotional score. Let us see what the machine is saying. It's for the project Zofia, and it's Kathryn Mincer from KD Film Production. Kathryn, please, the stage is yours. You and I'm a quarter Polish also, right? So
are you? Well, there you go.
There you go.
Hi there. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for that lovely introduction. Yes, I am an award-winning writer and producer, and I'm here to talk about Zofia. And the logline goes as follows. When Amanda's great-grandmother gives her her final wish, she has to go back in time and race against time to fulfill this final wish. But she is haunted by the harrowing events that happened to her family in World War II. So these events, the film is set in 2015, but flashbacks to World War II. If you think of the flashbacks of Titanic mixed with the harrowing events of Schindler's List and the Zone of Interest. That is Zofia. So we've got some unique selling points of this film. It is a female-led film. Gotta love that. And in fact, our production company, KD Films, we are all about female-led films. We have directors and cast attached. We've got cast from Ted Lasso and the Tattooist of Auschwitz who are signed to come on board for this. It is a harrowing story that is very relevant even in these times. And like AC said, it is based on a true story. This is the actual Zofia's ring that I am wearing. Wrong hand. This hand is where... This is the real Zofia's ring, and so it is very personal to me and to my family. As you can see, you've got the positive emotional score and emotional intensity here. These are the same as Cold War and Schindler's List, just to give you an idea of the kind of film that we're creating. We are currently in talks with Poland for a co-production, and we're also going to use their 30% tax incentives as well as some of the 40% tax incentives that you can get in the UK. So what we are looking for is we are looking for investors. It is a low-budget film. We plan to use the green screen and to utilize some up-and-coming actors as well as well-known actors. And I have this for anyone who would like to have a look. This has all the information from here on there. Thank you so much, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
Yes. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely great. I love these speeches when they tell you the kind of film it was before, mixing together, and you have an idea, you feel the film, right? It's nice. But okay, well, the machine helps us, or actually the brains, the AI brains also help us to understand the film. So it's interesting to see the scores here, and to see also like, look at this journey here with the genres and the character relationship. It's really good to see these visuals to make you actually make informed decisions, right? Okay, we're going to stay historical now, because the next one is a creative producer. He's really definitely focusing on the development and adaptation of historical novels to bring them to the screen. He's a diplomat's son, so we can feel some family stories here. He has a deep appreciation of world history, but also politics of power, and there is everywhere, right? The influence also of religion and ideology of religion, which has on us, on humanity. So it's going to be very interesting to hear about The Unconverted by Rashit Ismail. Please come on stage. There you go.
My name is Rashit Ismail. I'm a creative producer. Like she said, I focus on the development and adaptation of historical novels to the screen, to the small screen. The Unconverted is a serialized historical drama for TV and streamers. It is The Two Doors meets Schindler's List. It is adapted on a book by a bestseller Turkish author Aron Nomas called Doña Gracia, and I own the rights to the book. So Doña Gracia, one of the richest women in Renaissance Europe, tries to pull off one of the biggest human smuggling operations while fending off the Inquisition and an equally dangerous vendetta from her sister Brianda. It's based on a true story. Doña Gracia was a conversos. These were Jews that were forcibly converted to Catholicism in 16th century Spain and Portugal. When her husband dies, she inherits one of the biggest spice trading fortunes in Europe. With the advent of the Inquisition in Spain and Portugal, she leaves Lisbon and she goes to Antwerp, where she uses her merchant fleet to help other conversos like her flee to the Ottoman Empire for safety. Holy Roman Emperor Charles V tries to put his hand on her fortune by accusing her of being a false convert. She escapes again, she goes to Venice. And in Venice, her sister, who wants her half of the fortune, denounces her to the Inquisition and she's arrested. When Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent hears about this, he declares her his subject and liberates her, and she goes to Istanbul, where she forms an unlikely alliance with the Sultan and fights the European powers and the Pope, organizing, among other things, the embargo of the critical port of Ancona. She dies in Istanbul, having saved the lives of 25,000 conversos and helping them settle in the Ottoman Empire. This story is very relevant today, although it takes place in the 16th century, because it treats two very relevant themes. One of them is religious tolerance, the other one is women empowerment. We have some very good Largo data showing that we can reach a potential of 1.6 million household forecast in the US and around 300,000 in France and the UK, each 300,000. So we're looking for co-production partners to partner with and further develop and present this project to TV stations or streamers. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you. Thank you. I like it. Based on a bestseller, sounds great, no? I mean, it feels like, somebody wants to have this. This is good. Okay, wonderful. So now we're going to move on, different part of the country. We're going to go to Lithuania. And we're going to have a producer of our own production company, together with the director, Ignace Miskinis. The company is called Tremora. And it is Ieva Norviliene. She has produced already 15. Oh, you're coming together. This is wonderful. Yes, sorry, yeah. Okay, I have 2 microphones, that's fine. So they've been producing 15 feature-length films already, most of them co-production, but also shorts and documentaries, that's great. Screened at numerous festivals around the world, over 100 awards in the festival. I told you it's not for beginners, right? So, let's go. You need this against the machine. Yeah, oh, sorry, and the project is called Oblivion.
Hello, so this is my debut feature, and it's my first film, so I'm not that experienced. So, yeah, I'm director. My name is Danielius Minkevičius, and film Oblivion is a slice of life drama with elements of crime and mystery, and it delves into the nature of trauma, identity, and the healing through art. So the film concept, which is interesting, like it's a film inside a film. So we have 2 different stories. One is like fiction, and one is reality. So I start with the fiction, and the fiction is we have a Maria. She's a 26-year-old stripper, and she lives in Vilnius. And after her mother death, she finds out that her biological father is still alive, and she decides to track him down. And as she gets closer and closer to him, she struggles to understand why this kind of intelligent and clever man was never part of her life. And the only one way to find out is to confront him. And she confronts him, and he reveals her his darkest secrets. And after that, the second part of the film starts, and it's a reality. And in reality, Maria is a director, and she is the director of this film. And she, with her husband, is going home, and the husband has a lot of questions to her, because, and he starts to ask her about the details of the film. And she starts revealing the details, and it turns out that it's an autobiographical film. And the husband realizes that he was living with the woman for 25 years, and he didn't knew nothing about her past. So he feels alienated, and he wants to save his family. So he embarks on journey through film locations. So he revisits the locations of the film, where he meets the strangers from Maria's past. And for the finishing, I want to say That oblivion is a reflection on the human condition, exploring the complex relationship between our inner worlds and the stories we tell. Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
We still have 1 minute.
This
Sorry.
is, we plan to make this film as an international co-production. It is already 2 countries attached. It's Croatia with company Kinorama and Latvia with company Ego Media. So we already secured more than 50% of the financing from our country, Lithuania. It's support from the Fund for Development and Production. Also, we have automatic scheme for tax incentive. So now we are waiting for results from other countries' funds, and if it is successful, at least one of them, we plan to apply to Eurimage. So this is plan. We can have one more co-producer. So if somebody interested, we can meet and talk. And our main goal is to find a sales agent who could join our film production already since pre-production stage. So this is plan.
Perfect 0, yes.
Thank you.
Perfect landing. Thank you very much. I take your microphones back because, yeah, but very nice blend. I like that with a reality in the middle of the thing, like bang. That's interesting. Okay, good. So you heard co-producers, sales agents. That's good. Next ones. Yes, I see them. And you can see here in this female power, they are actually actresses turned producer in one case. Kathryn Hollis Peters, originally from Atlanta. I'm not finished with your introduction. Ta-da! Exactly. From actor to producer in Hollywood with over 50 TV and film roles, including collaboration with directors like Damien Chazelle of La La Land, right? Great to go into new venture. This is fantastic. I think you already pitched your first producing project at the AFM, and this worked very well. Now 6 more films under your company called Female Funded Films, FFF. Great. Fast forward. Yes. Okay, great. And then we have also Sherry Winkleman, also a veteran actress in the best sense of the thing, because it is 30 years of credits from NBC up to Roku, passionate to elevate women also. So you have a mission. You show us Bingo-ized. Here you go. And I give you 2 more seconds so that I can jerk on this. Ready to go?
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to be here at Cannes. I know you are as well. Thank you, Largo. We are presenting today our film, Bingo Heist. Now, Bingo Heist is an award-winning script. It's a dramedy about a scrappy Southerner. Hey, y'all. And her motley crew that cook up a $100,000 bingo scam to save their trailer park community from a corporate buyout. Now, our film, Bingo Heist, is a cross between Little Miss Sunshine meets Peanut Butter Falcon. Our budget is $4.5 million with projected revenues of $14 million between streaming and theatrical, with an ROI of 448%. Thank you, Largo.
Ding, 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 bingo.
We're thrilled to have award-winning director Chris Cottam now attached. Chris just wrapped Problem with People, which is starring Paul Reiser, and it's going to be releasing in 300 theaters globally this fall. Now, to sweeten the deal, Fitz Henry Films will be our lead producer, whose recent film, Sound of Hope, distributed by Angel Studios, will be releasing nationwide on July 4th. We have a 30% tax incentive because we're shooting in Georgia, USA, and we're very excited that this $1.35 million, which we already have in hand, will leave us $3.5 million to fully finance this film. So why Bingo Heist?
Well, what would you do if you came home and found your husband Bible-thumping the preacher's daughter? Well, if you were Eunice Beaver, you'd grab your pet goat, throw her in the car, and hit the road. Our protagonist leaves and lands in the world of mobile home parks and starts a new life. And just when she's settled in with the community she really loves, corporate developers swoop in to buy the park, raise the rents, and render everybody homeless. But when a $100,000 bingo championship comes to town, Eunice devises a plan to win and buy the park first. Our film is set in the world of bingo, where it is the #1 game played worldwide by 1.6 billion people. And not just the blue hairs, Since the pandemic, 100 million millennials play online daily, and it's growing. Eunice is crafty, but so are we. We filed with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and we are developing bingo heist video games, apps, clothing, and merch. And we plan on offering a piece of that $347 billion pie to our investors. So when you hear us call G4, you'd be
Bing, bing, bing.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Our door.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Bingo.
I'm so sorry. That was great. I mean, you can see when actresses have the power to be on stage and convince you. I mean, who doesn't want to play bingo now, right? I mean, that was also economically convincing. I mean, there is an audience, right? Okay. Yeah, there is an audience, they say. Okay, great. Good. Next, very interesting company name, Cometoland Productions. Raised between Europe and America, Alex has embarked on a journey through cinema over 2 decades. It sounds like a pitch, right? Anyway, developed a passion for storytelling, propelling him into a producer and a director role, and he has a very unique perspective, not only to entertain, but also give you thoughts and inspiring for change. My expectation level is rising for the project Help by Alex Hevia. Alex, please, the stage is yours. And, sorry, and the second one is...
Oriol Giro.
Oh, okay.
Hello, everybody. This is my partner.
They're going to tell.
Supposed to be on the screen too, but... Anyway.
Speak right in the microphone, please, so that everybody can listen to you.
Good afternoon. I'm Alex Hevia.
And I am Oriol Giro. We created Help, an inspirational drama based on a true story, and our aim is to help and to inspire others.
Well, may I ask something? Would you ever think about what would you do if you are aware that today is your last day? Well, actually, maybe not. But Help, it starts like that, with that thought, and a Nazi commander right in the middle of the concentration camp, when he saw a little boy with his mom hiding in a corner of one of those barracks. Actually, he might have thought that they got no more dreams about life, but the kindness of his actions give them a chance to change his life, in fact.
Help follows Fernand, now a retired film director who's suffering Alzheimer, and his granddaughter, Joe, that in the shadows of her grandfather is trying to find a path in a world full of unresolved questions. And set against the backdrop of tumultuous wars, the legacy of the Holocaust, and the shadows of racism, Help is a story of resilience, a love of jazz, and the allure of cinema. What would you do if you had a second chance? Help's audience is adults and teenagers, and can be mirrored in movies like Run to Me or Moonlight.
In fact, for Help, we count with 13.75 million, 8.75 million that destined for production, and only 5 alone goes for P&A. In fact, one of our investors is willing to jump into for the amount of 5 million already. There is maybe we are just talking about numbers, but the good thing is that we're thinking to start our production in next March in 2025. All the projections right now, all the financial projections, the revenues are going up to 4 million, and for sure everything that will be available, it is available already in a Largo.ai for anyone who is willing to check that out.
Come join us in this journey. Come talk with us afterwards. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I was just noting, it's really interesting. Did you see this? I mean, like, this character relationship is completely different than the ones we saw before. So it's intriguing. I want to watch it. So find the money so that we can watch this, right? Yes, exactly.
Even in the storyboard is already available in
Yeah.
Largo, so anyone can watch it here.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay. Whew. How do you feel right now? We are by number 10. That's, in German, they say Bergfest, right, in the middle of the film production. So we are at the peak right now, which is good. I mean, it feels like we just entered the room, no? You have a good energy? You're still there? Are you with me? Good. Okay, now we have to keep quiet because it is about the art of silence. No, it is. And it will be Gerry from Chrome Entertainment. He's a multi-award-winning film producer, lead of Chrome Entertainment in Beverly Hills. He actually began with Paramount Pictures in New York, moved back to LA for Walt Disney Studios, mentored there some studio executive, impressive list of legendary film. He produced 12 feet deep, second acts. He toured the festival circuit, and I think he's ready now for the art of silence. Gerry, pass? Yeah. Here is your microphone.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sami, thank you right away. I was here. It's working?
Can you hear this microphone? Is this one better? Hello? Did it turn them off? No. Oh.
Hello. Okay, better.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Sami, Arpa. Now you can start the clock. 2 years ago, I presented for a film called The Hermit, and yesterday it was announced that we have a new sales agent, and it's a film about Lou Ferrigno being a cannibalistic pig farmer, and it's going nuts on sales. So thank you, Sami. I am here about the art of silence, and I'll get my notes. I help financiers achieve high box office success by bringing years of experience of motion picture storytelling. Art of silence. A year and a half ago, I was sitting at dinner with my uncle, and who's one of the most iconic directors in the world. He's known for doing the original Shogun. His name is Jerry London. And he told me, I asked him what he had been working on, and he said, I went to Paramount Studios, and the 30-year-olds didn't know who I was. And I said, let me change that. And so he said he had a script that he'd been working on for 10 years. And that is this, The Art of Silence. The making of Marcel in Strasbourg, 1943. The town has been evacuated as Poland has just been seized by the Nazis. The Vichy government, with welcoming arms, allows Germany to take siege of the land and the people. Inside a small kosher butcher shop, its owner and wife prepare to flee, sending their 2 teenage sons, Marcel and Elaine, to their Aunt Suzanne's home in Limoges. Joining me to do this as a CNC with a strong backing behind us, France's Peninsula Films, producer John Bernard, who's done all of Christopher Nolan's films and Inception, is highly regarded. We're set to start shooting in 2025. I came to the festival with no dollars. Our budget is actually $27 million, which I got today. We got our schedules of a 40-day shooting in France. The comparables are The Pianist, that was at a cost of $35 million and made $120 million worldwide. Schindler's List, a cost of $22 million and made $322 million worldwide. And The Imitation Game, which cost $14 million, what a great crew they must have had, for $233 million worldwide. We are, I was told not to sign anything more, but our total budget is $27 million without P&A, and we are looking for a large sales company like Canal Plus, if you're here, or Paramount Plus. We'd welcome to talk to you. See me right away, because I'm actually going to meet one of our other stars, Marion Cotillard, right after this.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, good. Very good. I like the title again, right? We have a great title again coming up. The Trade. The Trade. I mean, like, you can see, I mean, I don't know what you can see, but I think that, yeah, he was a little bit early. The trade is interesting and intriguing. It's Sheila Warren from SWarren Film and Buffalo Trace Entertainment from Canada this time. We leave LA, we go to Toronto. And she creates films which are really driven by women with a focus on LGBTIQ stars, etc., and inclusion. And Sheila produced and directed the thriller short Park 33, right? Park 33 in Azorian. Okay, no, I am not the... Anyway, and the horror short, Don't Go Back in the Hat. Okay, well, I won't. Believe me, if you see this is great, which is streaming on the Let's Flick VOD. Sheila, where are you? There, you were behind the plant. I was like, great. Wonderful.
You're not going back in the hut?
I'm not going back in the hut. I'm like, no. But I'm going back to my seat. You go.
All right. Hi, my name is Sheila Warren, and I'm producer and writer of The Trade. I want to thank Largo.ai for inviting me here today. The Trade is about a woman out of her depth in the human trafficking world, driven to take monumental risks by the guilt over the death of her fiancé. Set in Thailand, this tells a new story about that world. A small, one-at-a-time victim rescue and rehabilitation operation that is thrust against a large criminal enterprise well beyond their experience. This is all told through Amy, an Asian-Canadian rescue agent, and we're drawn into a story about redemption, rebirth, and hope. At the heart, though, The Trade is an action thriller. So Largo.ai genre matches link it to Sicario, Peppermint, and the very successful Sound of Freedom out last year. It was inspired by an article that I read in 2015 about a raid on a jungle trafficking camp by Thai police. There were over 200 people imprisoned in that camp. Another camp had over 1,000 people, and by the time the police made it there, it was empty. So it shows a lot of corruption. Amy and the Compassion House team, they rescue girls from sexual exploitation in a unique way. In their small underground teams, they arrange hotel dates for the night, befriend them at their dates, and then whisk them away to freedom. Sorry. So when a botched rescue gets her fiancé killed, Amy doesn't hesitate to put her small operation at risk to go after an emerging Russian mafia ring with corrupt government connections. Our plan is to shoot The Trade in Cambodia in 2025, teaming with Sreelan Miss, who most recently ran the Cambodian production crew on The Creator. Our creative lead on this project is Sam Coyle, who is one of Canada's most up-and-coming female directors, along with the talented Elena Watko as Amy. Backed by Buffalo Trail and Kathryn Swan, who's here today, and Tiffany Cole, we are looking for additional investors and distribution partners to come with us on this $3 million project. Connect with me or the team, and we can tell you more. Thank you so much.
Perfect timing. Whoa, like really on zero. Great stuff. Thank you very much. This is great. Okay. So, whew. How does it feel now? We're going to have again 2 people on stage. Get ready, Manuel and Kit, to come on stage here. Manuel Lozano and Kit Rich from the Iris Tuesday production. The name of the company. I love it. So Kit Rich is the writer, and Manuel Lozano is the executive producer of the project. Miss Officiant, did I say it right? Yes? Come on stage. Don't hide behind this plant. I cannot see. Yeah. Here are your microphones.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Kit Rich with Iris Tuesday Productions. And I'm Manuel Lozano, and we love making meaningful and beautiful films that resonate with people.
Our last feature, which I wrote and directed and co-produced with Manuel, is a hopeful family drama called Isabel's Garden, actually just screened today at the market, which was very exciting.
Whoa.
And it's on a current festival circuit run. It just won Best Feature Film, Best Writing Audience Award, and it screens at the LA Film Festival next month.
But today we're here to pitch our next project, a romantic comedy called Miss Officiant. We're seeking strategic co-producing partners and $1.2 million in financing. We already have $250K already committed.
Always the officiant, never the bride. This is a project near and dear to our hearts. Well, because we've both been wedding officiants with varying degrees of success.
I actually have a perfect record, 0 divorces.
That's because you have a really small sample size. He's married one couple. I've married a lot of couples, but alas, doesn't always turn out as we plan.
So what's this movie about? Think the wedding planner meets my best friend's wedding. Our protagonist, Addison Randolph, is a very famous wedding officiant, TV wedding officiant. She's also a New York Times best-selling author who is considered America's love whisperer. But tragically, her engagement falls apart.
When she's betrayed by her fiancé, she struggles to save both her reputation and her heart.
It's a fun, unique look at the wedding industry, marriage with twists and turns, romantic chaos, perfect for all rom-com lovers.
Largo projects that it will make $12 million gross revenue with a 673% ROI.
Whoa.
So more importantly, it's about finding love and joy, which are themes that really resonate with audiences, right? And we just love making movies that make people feel good.
So if you're looking for a movie with heart, a project that also has a really nice return on investment, we're definitely the couple for you. Unlike some of the couples she's married.
Thank you so much for your time. We would love to discuss the project with you more. Please come talk to us afterwards.
Thank you. Also, if you're looking to get married, we're wedding officiants.
You're too fast. You could have been pitching 45 seconds more. No, that's good. We have a very tight timing, so that's great. So that's wonderful. So we have been going through drama. We have been going through history. We have seen romance. We have seen horror and thriller. We have seen a lot of things right now. Now we're going to move to adrenaline-fueled action film. Yeah, well, for a change. Okay. So we're going to embark on a journey fueled by over 2 decades of cinematic. You recognize yourself. I didn't even tell your name. Yeah. Of course, you know who it is. Producer, director, Sinkeldam. And it's great because it really, you have to tell me, nurtured by the boundless possibilities of modern technology. Is it about AI also?
Of course.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's a bonus point, I would say. It's time for Floating Orchid.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, sorry, your microphone. Yes.
Well, thank you for the introduction. Floating Orchid. It's an action-packed thriller set in Thailand with these amazing fights you haven't seen on screen before. The story focuses on Jason. He's an adventure seeker. He's a martial artist, and he loves to have a challenge. So after winning a crazy fight in 2 boxing rings glued to each other on a beach, he helps Jack Malone. He's an ex-CIA agent with, he's on an revenge spree getting a notorious gangster called Darnell because he killed his family. As Jason loves to have a challenge, he decides to help Jack. They get unexpected help from a beautiful, mysterious female warrior who also is on a revenge spree because Darnell basically wiped out her entire village. So for Jason, it's get a little bit more complicated because he falls in love with the daughter of said crime lord. And he's forced to compete in these crazy cage fights, defying elements of nature: water, fire, air, earth, everything. Well, to me, this story is a personal one because this was the very first story I developed 21 years ago when I made my first steps as a film industry professional. I took 10 years to develop a script. I took it to market 10 years ago. I got it packaged with Dolph Lundgren and Gerard Butler. And we got $4.5 million in pre-sales. Then Mr. Butler did another project. There you go. So I shelved the project for a little while, matured enough within the film industry, and I'm confident again to pick this project up and see where it can go. So yeah, we're looking for $10 million. The funniest thing is, I have also made a projection based on $40 million, because as you can see, this is Alan Ritchson. Well, you won't get him for a low-budget project like that. You know, we're going to shoot in Thailand, so production costs are low. That means it gives enough room to breathe for notable actors to get the show going. Yeah? I'm looking for partners. I'm open for ideas and creative ideas. I'm looking for money, so whenever you think, hey, this sounds like a cool project, hop on board, and let's see if we can get the show going.
Thank you. I mean, revenge is always a very strong trigger. So, before we had guilt, also I think guilt is also a very strong trigger. We have a lot of triggers here on stage. It's a lot happening, right? That's great. And I think through every film, I notice there is a little something which is relating also to my own life, martial arts. I've been doing a long time martial. Yeah, okay. Well, we will talk later. All right, but I have a job to finish here. And the next one is a very specific case, because the writer and producer cannot come. So somebody else is going to pitch for them. So it would have been Lisa Rysinger, and on her behalf it will be Simone McIntyre who is going to pitch on her behalf. And I think, do we have also Chris Debiek with us? Where are you? You're both of you, yes. Oh, okay, but you're there too. Okay, good. So Simone is going to do this, but let me present Lisa maybe quickly. Right? Okay, so Lisa is, guess, an award-winning writer. But because it is Largo.ai projects, right? They have something already. Okay, so 2 dozen accolades for Dead Water this far, including placing in the prestigious Academy Nicholl Fellowship. Her producing partner on the Chris Debiek. He's also an award-winning producer and executive with 35 years of film and television experience. You don't look so old, right? And 27 years in the Producers Guild of America, which is quite a guaranteed success, right? Okay, good. But anyway, Simone, if she sent you, you must know how to pitch, right? We want to hear this. Welcome on stage.
Thank you.
Dead Water.
No pressure. So my name is Simone McIntyre, and I'm pitching the thriller Dead Water for writer-producer Lisa Rysinger, who is unable to attend. Her producing partner, Chris Debiek, is here. Please show your hand, Chris, just over there, and he'll be taking meetings. Chris is a producer with 35 years of experience, as you just said, and several which were spent working with acclaimed director James Cameron, from whom he has a glowing letter of recommendation. So, I'd like to start by asking you all a question. How many of you have taken a cruise? Please show your hands. Fantastic. So I'm so glad to see that you're all still here. Because did you know that every year approximately 20 people die on going overboard on cruise ships, and half of those are murders? Now, Lisa was granted an interview by the FBI to research Deadwater. She herself has taken 20 cruises and knows this world well. So the story is fictional, but it was inspired by actual events. Deadwater is a female-driven thriller. The subgenres are action and adventure, mystery, crime, and romance. The comps are Knives Out and Murder on the Orient Express. The logline is, After witnessing a body thrown overboard on a cruise, a transatlantic cruise, a romance novelist begins to suspect her love interest as the killer. The script for Deadwater has 24 accolades. It placed in the prestigious Academy Nicholl Fellowship, that's the organization that votes for the Oscars. And in January, it ranked in the top 1% of 130,000 film and TV projects on Coverfly. Largo.ai really likes Deadwater too. With a budget of $30 million and a theatrical release in 40 markets, the expected numbers are approximately $238 million. Deadwater has a strong role for an A-list actress, which could even have potential for a franchise. Now, Lisa sees the same potential as Largo.ai, which means she has set it up for a sequel. The script, pitch deck, preliminary budget, shooting schedule, and the financial forecasts are ready. We are looking to meet with investors, sales agents, distributors, and are looking to attach talent. Please see Chris or I if you are interested. And I will finish with a quote about Deadwater, an absolutely thrilling ride of a script, and this reader was riveted. Thank you.
Whoa! Yes, thank you very much. Are you sure she couldn't come? She just sent you to pitch, right? James Cameron recommendation. I mean, that's, whoa, okay, fantastic. Okay, this is very nice. Good. Next. So exciting. Dave DeBoard from Grey House Films and Simbleberry Productions. That's also a very interesting name. Producer, writer, worked on many productions with Grey House Films. Are you ready to come on stage? Where are you? Yes. Don't go in that direction. It's here. It's happening here. Raining no more, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's right. Thank you. The stage is yours.
My first request is, can I get that young lady back on stage and have her pitch for me, because that would be helpful. Anyway, all right. Just to kind of bring it down for a second, in 2022, there were 48,000 murders of women by their intimate partners. Last year, globally, 736 million women were physically and sexually abused by their intimate partners. It's a good thing that Dorsey Montoya has a sense of humor, because this is a dark comedy that explores serious issues like this, but also will make you laugh, because that's kind of life, isn't it? The work, Rain No More, is based on the new work by novelist Kathleen Vaughn, who just wrote, it hasn't even been released yet, but this is adapted from that, Rain Went Away, Rain Went Away. The movie it has dementia in it. It has spousal abuse, like I just said. It has some of these serious things. But it also takes a deep dive into Southern American culture, especially in Georgia. Now, I think we had some other Southerners around it. There's one right there. So not many people know that world. This is the Southern world of the elite, of those who have money. And, of course, when you have money, things start getting corrupted. It's about this one family, the Dudleys, 3 sisters. There is the lawyer, Margaret. There is the titular character, Rain. And then our main character, Dorsey, the redhead. She's fiery, and she's the dark horse. Well, what happens is the dad, the enigmatic kind of crazy dad, Bogey, and this is based on a true story, by the way. He flew in on his plane. He met with the older sister. They both know that she's not his favorite, but he still says, look, your sister, the titular character, Rain, your sister needs help. We think that she has dementia, and her husband, who I've never trusted, he's a Yankee with a Yale background. She is exhibiting some terrible symptoms. So basically, the sister, the main character, Dorsey, she goes and meets with her, sees that her sister is now, Rain is just a shell of a human being. And then that husband Rain was actually introduced to her by, and this happened for the real story, was introduced by Dorsey. So now all of a sudden, as Dorsey starts realizing that she set up her sister to be savaged by this guy, more and more it comes out that the drugs that he's giving her are making her disintegrate. As things continue, it just gets more and more intense until finally just a fantastical ending. And you'll have to read the script, and we would love to talk to you about that. Now, I won't tell you about all of the partners, but some of the key partners. First of all, Elaine Schmidt. She produced and is responsible for Moonlight, I Am Number 4, and I would say this is a little bit of a comp, The Florida Project. Also, celebrated director Curtis Graham. He's also, deeply involved and helped develop the script. We would love to talk to you about that. Susan Gallagher is attached to the titular character, and we're speaking to Rob Loeb playing the heel. Thank you. Oh,
yes.
Can I say one more thing? One more quick thing.
2 seconds.
All right, Gerry Pass, where are you? You are approved for the pajama party. I'm the co-host. If you guys finance our film, I'll get you a golden ticket.
Okay, I see how you pitch now, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, good. Next. The next one is a very interesting one, I must say. Very, very interesting because it is mixing storytelling and innovative technology. So it is based on a video game, which is great. Yeah, you can already take the microphone. I'm hurrying up. He had already his film 40 Below and Falling 3D, which earned him a Canadian Screen Award nomination and a Lumiere Award. Not bad. Skinamarink grossed $2 million in the US dollar, at Worldwide Theatre Box Office. Diane Pierce and Marcus Rosner, you go.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Legends of Conquest, Legends of Conquest. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. We are excited to talk about Legends of Conquest 3D. The film is a groundbreaking live-action esports adventure film that explores family dynamics, generational divides, and the digital world, all wrapped in a visually stunning 3D feature film. This story is extremely personal to me as it's based on my own experience in life dealing with loss and parenthood.
Legends of Conquest is a story of 3 teenagers who enter a video game tournament where the biggest challenge is having to play on the same team as their parents. Becca, a young esports talent, struggles with her father's inability to move past the death of her mother. David hides his gaming passion from his overbearing mother. And RJ, a famous young gamer, has to deal with a new stepfather that he openly resents. These characters bring to life the trials and triumphs of living in today's modern era where real life and virtual blend seamlessly.
We are excited to announce that we're working with a leading video game developer to utilize a newly released game to be the centerpiece for the film. This collaboration will enable us to use live-action sequences along with immersive video game storytelling to make it a seamless integration as Ready Player One did. Utilizing the Unreal assets in the game, we'll be able to not only enhance the visual storytelling of the film, but will also be connected to the video game industry, which last year had a revenue of $184 billion alone.
In support of our vision, Stephanie Azam, the former head of Disney Canada, has come on board as an executive producer. Her guidance and leadership has been crucial in making sure our project reaches its full potential. Our film also boasts filmmakers from such projects as Martin Scorsese's Hugo, Ang Lee's Gemini Man, and James Cameron's Avatar, poising us to be very successful in the theatrical 3D market. Legends is not just a film, it's a journey into the heart of modern family relationships in today's digital era. And as you can see, we have all the components to be a breakout hit on an independent budget.
We've already achieved success in the international market with films on a modest budget. Skinamarink was a box office breakout hit and was named one of the top 20 films last year by Rolling Stones. We have over 10 years of experience in working in 3D, from our Lumiere award-winning 40 Below to our latest creation, Lasting Impressions 3D, which is having an IMAX release and an immersive experience. Legends to date has already secured theatrical distribution in North America, and we have $7 million for production funding. Today, we are looking for an additional $3.5 million of new investment, which has the added benefit of being last in and amongst the first out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to both of you.
What was our time?
Yeah, no, 6 seconds
Oh,
left.
we practiced that so much. Good.
Yes, you're good. You're really good. Yeah. Okay, the timer is saying that we are going to be a couple of minutes over the time, but I'm doing my best. Okay. Next. Next one. Oh, God, I'm like, yeah. Next one is last for last, nearly. Dying for living.
Yes, and you're doing a superb job.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank
but
you.
dying for living is quite something. I mean, do you have your microphone already? Did they go with the microphones?
I just
no.
speak with a big voice.
No. You take this microphone. No, I need.
Beaucoup, mes amis de festival.
Hold on, I'm not finished. I need to say James Cameron for a third time today because this guy, 200 plus films and hits TV shows as lead actor, producer, screenwriter, director, has worked with James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, Tom Cruise, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Naomi Watts, and he's the founder and CEO of Uncommon Dialogue Films. You go! Dying for living!
It's a privilege to be here with you. It's so exciting as well. And I am here to speak about an action film. I come from action. You may not know that 70% of all film revenues in the world come from action films. The film, the key takeaways. This is a film in progress, filming. It's only completion funds. Your money isn't on the street for very long. The minimum guarantees assure in just a couple of months your money is returned plus a premium, and then you're into profit. The cast is so large that the next people would not allow me to put them all on here. It is 12 action icons, all of whom recognizable champions, badasses, and beauties. Nina Bergman leads many films. Olivia Gruner, French martial arts master, leads many films. Costas Mandylor leads many films. Chuck the Iceman Liddell, two-time light heavyweight champion of the world, UFC, brilliant at playing my brother, killing it. Cynthia Rothrock, the queen of mixed martial arts cinema, herself starring in a movie called Black Creek right now where I play her brother. More coming on each day. Who else have I forgotten? A vain aging hitman resurrects the family, 2 ex-wives, twin teenage daughters, and a handsome Dutch son that he abandoned long ago. They're all professional hit people. He abandoned them in violent and chaotic Hollywood and Holland. Mayhem results, as you can imagine. Very colorful, very sophisticated. I love wardrobe. The choreography is done by the legendary martial arts director and choreographer Art Camacho. Genius cinematography by Stefan Colson, who has, just because of this film, just got a 3-picture deal as a director. He's definitely the smartest guy in the room. What else can I say? Completion funds. How are we on time?
You still have, but you don't have to.
Oh, the metrics. First of all, I want to thank Largo.ai. They're really brilliant.
They are. Where are you, Largo.ai? Show yourselves again, please. Here also, Celine. Yeah.
Well, what they do is validate your intuition. I hated questions like, how much is this film going to make? Forced into it, I said, it'll make $8 million. I said between 6 and 10. Largo said $8 million. So, and we're adding more martial arts icons and more champion actors, more brilliant people on a daily basis. It'll be very colorful, and I look to see you all in the theaters. God bless.
Great! Thank you. And I'm sorry, I forgot to say your name to introduce you.
My name is Patrick Kilpatrick.
I mean, I think it's a great name, and you can really we're ready.
Yes.
We need to stop.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
my friends call me Mr. Kill.
Mr. Kill. Okay. Dying for living. No, I remember. I don't want to touch your hand. I'm afraid now.
Please watch the teaser. That will say much more than my booming voice. And this badass and beauty, my wife of 5 years, Heidi Bright, the very brilliant Heidi Bright, will give you one.
Wonderful. You have a great voice, by the way. Very realistic. Dying for living. Whoa. Okay, I told you it was great titles. The next one has a great title too. The Fruit of Our Womb. You're going to tell us more. Marina Schron, Russian-American, New York-based writer and filmmaker, known for exploring really the female experience through the lens and a very surrealistic lens, which is very interesting. And The Fruit of the Womb, I need to tell you, was a finalist at the Austin Film Festival and published by Screenplay Press in 2023. Yes, so that's recent stuff. Bring it on the stage, please. Marina, here's your microphone. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Marina Schron. I'm thrilled to be here today to present my new feature film, and thank you, Largo, for the opportunity. This is the project that is based on one of my award-winning shorts, and it's titled The Fruit of Our Womb. It is a psychoerotic thriller, a feminist psychoerotic thriller. It tells a story of a 15-year-old, Christina, who, after killing her abusive father, finds unexpectedly a new home with a childless and affluent couple who are determined to have a picture-perfect family. Christina is a refugee from an unknown country. She was raised to trade sex for love and protection. She never knew her mother. Lynn, on the other hand, is someone who comes from privilege, but she's also a cancer survivor who longs to be a mother. These two women have nothing in common except for their unspoken desires, and quickly they form a deep bond. Joe, Lynn's husband, is caught in the middle, completing this unusual family triangle. This is Lolita for the new millennium. I hope that doesn't scare you. The film will combine an intimate feel of the dreamers with the subversion of French body horror and suspense of the killing of a sacred deer. The script that was recently published won a number of awards. Prior to that was described by critics as shocking yet cathartic, with complex original characters. And we are assembling a stellar international cast, including A-listers like Rachel Weisz and newcomers. The analysis by Largo.ai confirms that the film will have a broad appeal, particularly drawing in a younger crowd between 18 and 30. Our financial forecasts, sales forecasts are pretty robust across Europe and the United States. Our budget is $1.5 million, and we are open to a variety of shooting locations. And we are looking for co-production partners and distributors. I just want to conclude with saying this is an intimate film about urgent and taboo issues.
Yes.
It will stir your emotions.
Yes.
It will provoke self-reflection and hopefully spark change. Thank you.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, well, believe it or not, it's the last one coming up now. You made it by 19 pitches. Okay, there is one left. There is one left. And this one is a very specific one. I'm trying every time, right? But this one is really specific. Okay, first, the title is great. Save My Name. That's really very good. But the very specific thing is that Irina Meyer, already here on stage, is the founder and executive producer of Mama Lion Production, but she's coming from the entrepreneurship angle, from the money angle, track record in venture capital and entertainment. So she knows to talk about money. I'm very interested to see your pitch because it will be different. Emmy-winning innovator in interactive media, and also pushing women in the industry. That's going to be the pitch. So here we go. Irina, please, finale with Save My Name.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. You're way too kind. And what a wonderful event. It was so beautiful to see how many women and women-centric projects were presented. It's probably the first time ever when I see this amount. So that's warms my Mama Lion heart. So I am a founder and CEO of Mama Lion Productions, and we are focused on telling authentic stories about global women today. So we have close to 20 projects, and they are about women from all over, from Middle East, from Latin America, from North America, from New Zealand, and we want to show how much in humanity we're alike. The common denominator is extraordinary, and there is no better example to what we are and what we do than our marquee project, Save My Name. Save My Name is a story of an extraordinary woman from Guatemala, Maria Eugenia Tabush. So she was born in a very traditional, wealthy family, where the father is a big entrepreneur, built a big, very successful business in Guatemala. She was never considered to be any part of that business because woman. A woman is when your mom told you when she was in a high school, no need to go to college, you're pretty enough to marry. And she says, no way, I am going to college and I will be working. You may not be part of family business. It's your little brother who is an heir apparent. No questions. I'm not asking any questions. I'm going to go to America and I'm going to make my own name. She does. And in New York City, she has a family, kids, and her own business consultancy firm. And years passes by, everything seems to be fine. And then she gets a phone call from her mother. And her mother is telling her, Maria, things are not good back home. Your little brother, surprise, surprise, completely destroyed the company, ran it into the ground, is in debt, everybody's in debt. He took money from the narcos. We had to sign our houses again. The loans, like things are terribly wrong. You have to come back. She says, you know what? I understand. Mom, if you want, come live with me in New York, no problem. Says, no, you can't. You have to save your father's name. If he would be alive, he would be absolutely horrified that his name is associated with bankruptcy and dishonor. So the father actually passed away in an accident. He was piloting his own plane over the Caribbean, and the plane crashes. The body was never found. It is a beautiful story, and I hope you all love it. And thank you for Largo.ai to being able for us to estimate what the returns are going to be. We have rewritten it a couple of times. We changed the budget a couple of times. Still will like the result. And now we do. We project 60 million return on that.
Great.
Here it is.
The entrepreneur said 60 million at the end of this. This is great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're amazing.
You too. Everybody's been amazing. A big thank you to everybody who has been pitching. Like, this is quite something. I'm not finished. Don't move. First of all, do we have the QR code? Yes. Yeah, I know everybody's like, if you want this, you will have all the project details again. So this is your moment to scan this code, right? Then, yes, don't move. I want to make a picture of you guys. This is great. Okay. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. And now I want 3, 2, 1 after 9 pitches. Okay. 3. No, you know what? I'm going to do a panorama one. Are you ready? We're going to freeze now. 3, 2, 1, because it's not the cocktail yet. The cocktail is after. Patience. Freeze. Yes. Okay. So now the cocktail. Wait. Let me tell you. So that was the QR code. Anyone else? QR code. It stays a couple of seconds. Cocktail in 10 minutes at the viewpoint. Networking. Talk to them. You saw them, you made notes, talk to them. because they are the humans with the emotions about the projects. They will tell you about everything about the AI brains behind this, why they came to these results. So talk to them and make informed decisions. Thank you very much, everyone, and see you next time.